Hello. What up, everyone? Hello, hello. What's up, Jack? How you doing, champ? I've just been chilling out today. Got a surprise for the stream later on today. I don't know. It's been kind of crazy. A lot of stuff going on in the community, and a lot of it is not great. But you know what, Jack? We just have to keep being Team Back Strong. Hence the title of the video, paying it forward every day. We'll be ready, V. We'll be ready. We'll be ready. Just so you know, he's hitting. Joseph, what's going on, man? Oh, your trip to New York, is that right? Mr. Sandy Claus. I think that's how you wanted to be addressed. Yes, sir. And are you going to the... I've been coming up with... I don't know if you guys have noticed or caught up on some of the earlier on a Team Backs marathon, but I've been similar to like a Star Wars type way, or just like a series, because this is the way I'm doing my titles for the Hanging Out with the Baxman series. I'm similar to Star Wars-esque, or just like for TV shows. I'm coming up with catchy titles for different names of the episodes. So if you guys have any ideas for like catchy titles that would appeal to people as well as appeal to me, that would be good. Yes, Joseph, you're doing awesome, man. Don't worry about it. You're all good, brother. I had a very interesting day, my friends. I was going to go out of basketball earlier, but there was a line held up at Party City, and that got really busy. Plus, traffic getting there got really busy. And then my nanny coming to get me from the store got really busy because she was coming over from Walmart to get food and then a bunch of other things. So it was really, really busy. And so I ended up not going to b-ball today. But Saturday I have coaching again and coach the little kids and spread some positive joy in their lives, if you know what I mean. Do what I gotta do. My eye is really itchy. There might be some allergies going on. I think after this I might take a break for Friday, and then if not Saturday afternoon, I'll probably stream Sunday again. Just take a little bit of a break for now. We're just letting it go. Yeah, I just have some really, really itchy eyes right now, like right there and like right there. There's some stuff going on. There's some pollen in the air. But give you guys a weather update. Dallas is it's been nothing but beautiful the last few days. Perfect skies, so it was a good day to get balloons and a bunch of other things. It was a lot of things. Yeah. I'm very sensitive to eye drops, though. I've been doing some wash and face, and I've been doing a lot of other things. That's been helping. Hey, Jeffrey, what's going on, my man? Nice to see you back. Everybody, if you're just coming in, thank you all so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Been coming up with more creative poses for the thumbnail and everything. You're doing all right? I hope everybody is doing okay to some some degree or another. I'm just going to drop a like on one of my friends real quick. And then I'm just going to hustle on out of there. That was quick. Okay. Eminem. Yeah. So, my friends. Oh, did you guys hear about I was going through my my YouTube's subscriptions. Not the people that are a part of the Team X family, the people who I'm sub to. And I think it was from the Disneyland Parks Resort. Did you guys hear that at DCA, their Captain Marvel is now, I think, available for meet and greets. Similar, and she came in the same van as the Black Panther, which I thought was pretty epic. What do you guys think about that? It almost reminded me of a very Wonder Woman type ordeal, at least judging from when I was growing up in the early 2000s anyway. But that sounds nice. It must be an interesting job to, especially when you're in a when you're in a costume, especially, and it's really, really hot outside, to be able to stay in character and then still have, because it can get as hot as, I read somewhere it could get up as hot as like 140 or something crazy. And like the people in the outfits and stuff, it can get really crazy hot. I don't know how some of them do it, but it's really crazy. Or I don't know how Goofy does it, rather. I don't know how they can pull that off, but I guess that's just the magic of Disney for you. Everybody, hello and welcome to the stream. It's really nice to see everybody again. So, correction on the previous video. So I had, on my dad's birthday, I had one where it was a little, the connection was not as strong in the Force. But then I streamed for, I don't know, 50 minutes. And so it was just shy under 2 hours. But let's try but tonight I'm thinking we can go 3 straight streams of 2 hours plus. Oh, yeah, V, that's right. I did know that. Thanks for letting others that may catch the replay years down the road for kids that watching. That's really helpful information. So I don't know if you guys can tell, this is our usual spot we chill out. We're going to go up stairs in about an hour or so, but we're just going to hang out, right? Ooh, wait a minute. Ellen went somewhere today. Yep. And oh, Jason, thank you so much. Thank you guys for thumbsing up the video. I don't do this just to gain likes and a bunch of other things. It's really awesome to be able to hang out with you guys. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, Jason. I really do appreciate it, man. Yeah, we'll probably go for about 2 hours, at least 2 hours minimum. I'm feeling it. So anyway, too bad Jason had to leave, but Ellen went to the grocery store today, and it's not a team back screen. It's not a team back screen, my friends. If these were not a part of it, the grapes, my friends. Everyone missed the grapes. Yes, they are back again. They are back. They have returned. Oh, let me throw that away. Yep. Oh, no problem. Thank you so much, Amy Scott. I know Jen and I know some other people are live right now, but that's perfectly fine. Shout out to Pittsburgh as well. Whoever else is watching in Pittsburgh, for that matter. You never know who can come across these videos. So, thank you so much, Amy, for stopping by. and I'll see you later. Let's see. What else is going on? And a lump in my throat right there. You guys want to hear something cool? I thought it was always kind of cool to have like specific custom items for like certain things, like whether it be a superhero or a sports athlete. And what I mean by that is my dad has a Superman like wallet. I think he still does, but he might. I know when I was growing up, he did. And they're like he's all about Captain America. That's his personal favorite. Because I think it was Captain America who always said about doing the right thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think there was a specific motto in why he likes Captain America so much. My father, that is. I just forgot the reasoning. But I think it had something to do with that. But I have, and speaking of like cool wallets and stuff, because I'm a big football fan and I'm a big Patriots fan than football fan itself, I have a Patriots wallet. It's just really cool. I like it. Man, I miss Disney so much. I'll be back soon. Oh man, pizza! Don't even bring up pizza right now. I had pizza, but I haven't had pizza since a couple streams ago. But it's all right. Oh, you guys are gonna make me talk about food. Where are all the grape emojis at? The grapes have returned. It's not a back stream if grapes aren't orbalins and whatever are not in the equation. Am I right though? Grapes are, for any of the new viewers, grapes are my favorite fruit and they're one of my favorite snacks. Depending on the season. But I like red grapes more than green usually, but it depends on the season. Let's do speaking of my father, who's really awesome, by the way. Let's see. 68 in Anaheim, according to this weather app. It's 72 degrees in Bay Lake. For the ones who don't know, Bay Lake is pretty much when you put Walt Disney World weather in the national weather app, it just says Bay Lake, Florida. So just so you know, 72. 70 in Orlando just as a whole. And it's 67 in LA right now. 59 here. The weather is going to be really, really nice. Some clouds. The weekend should be perfectly sunny. And then next Friday, Saturday, we should get some nice rain. Hey, Carter family. Did you get my thing? I think you got my thing earlier, but we'll talk later. Navy Blue Angels? Yeah. Are you talking about the flyover? That's pretty cool. I especially like the flyover. For those who don't know, I know some of you guys know of it mostly from air shows, but especially being an athlete and a sports fanatic is just the easiest way of putting it. I'm beyond that even. But there's something truly magical about the beautiful thing of a flyover, especially when the national anthem is playing. There's just a lot of deep meaning to it. And especially, there's deep meaning, especially for a lot of athletes in particular in the NFL. There's a lot of deep meaning to the flyover for a lot of people, especially after the 2001 attacks in New York and the East Coast and all that. And plus, one of the former athletes, his dad served in Vietnam in the Air Force. So it was a really deep emotional thing for him too. Yeah. Anyway, I just think, but it's one thing to like see it, but I want to inform you guys of a behind the scenes pre-filming in Atlanta when I went to the Super Bowl. It's one thing to see flyovers live at the Super Bowl, or it's like one thing to see a flyover in general, but how often do you guys see them? I mean, unless you're around airfields all the time, and unless like you guys have military in your family, which respect to the veterans for their service. How often do you guys get to see them practice? At least on 3 to 5 different occasions when I'm strolling around in the outskirts of downtown Atlanta, outside the stadium and whatever, I just randomly hear, and then I just look up, and then in perfect synchronization, they fly right over. And then they just turn around. Also, what's really, really beautiful about the flyover is that every communication is so, so important. All it takes is, like, you have to be perfectly in the fact that they're so close together, like in perfect everything, teamwork wise, it's just so beautiful because one miscalculation could end in catastrophe. So the teamwork is so, so important for those kind of things. If you guys know what I'm talking about. Because it only takes one slight mishap, and that's it. But you know what I mean? 1 + 2 = 3. I knew it. Hey, Jeffrey. We'll see you later, buddy. Thank you for stopping in. You have a great night, man. Or a good morning. Or good afternoon. I just say good night, good morning, whatever. Because 0.3 of my analytics are like in Japan randomly, and UK barely 1%, and then like 96% of my audience is in the United States. But it's a very global thing. It's a beautiful thing to interact with people around the world and gain respect in their cultures and everything. Yes, Mia, preach on the grapes. Yes. What's up, Albert? What's up, buddy? I missed you, man. I hope you're listening and behaving for your mom. But if you're driving her crazy, that's fine too. It's the nature of being an almost 8-year-old. Oh, Mia, just rewind what I just said, unless you heard it. Albert, I hope you're behaving for your mother. But if you're driving her crazy, that's the nature of being an almost 8-year-old. So keep doing it. It's not back. I did. Oh, okay. So, Mia, did you hear about the Captain Marvel meet and greet stuff at? Oh, okay. Oh no! Whoop. Okay, no, don't do what I just said. Listen to your mom, but be awesome too. Respect. Okay. Mia, what I was gonna say was, it does look cool. It reminds me of well, at least growing up when I was like 5 in 2004. It reminded me of a Wonder Woman like feel to it. Growing up in the 2000s, seeing all those Super Friends like cartoons and everything. I grew up on that. I think it looks really awesome. And the fact they had the same truck for Black Panther for her grand entrance. That was just awesome. I'm really stoked. It does. I agree. So yeah, the grapes have returned. The balloons are upstairs, but we're gonna go upstairs in a little bit. But we're just chilling out, waiting for some others. My phone has a tendency to blow up, my friends. Yeah, wonderful chat. Yay. Wonderful chats. I love wonderful chats. They're so positive and nice. So, let's see. Oh, all right. Bet. I don't know where Cam is. Kevin, my dude. It has been way too gosh dang long. I know Jen is live right now, but my dude, it's been quite some time, my friend. It's been quite some time. Hey, man. Oh, guys, for the ones who don't know, especially more specifically in the Ohana community, Kevin is one of my dudes who was reaching out to me for a very long time, especially during my hard time. So everybody, please, if you could. Yeah, school has been crazy busy. And I don't mean to make you feel jealous, but I'm on spring break right now. Sorry, not sorry. Kevin, whenever you're not busy, and that is if you know how to do it, I was wondering if you could send me a PM request or whatever. If you know how to do that, and when you're able to do so, I would appreciate it if you could. I only have a month and then 2 weeks off. Oh, well, I'm off until the 26th. Yeah, thanks, OPR. I just, for a variety of different reasons, I just feel the need that I need to talk to you about something. Hey, Sharon, what's going on? It's okay. 23 minutes is not that late. You guys have lives. It's okay. Don't feel bad that you're missing all the action. We're just kind of hanging. Oh, wait a minute. OPR is here? Cam may not be here, but I think I got to do it. Wait for it. Give it about 5 more seconds. Team back, stand up. Guys? Hello? Bueller? Forrest? I think it happened again. Bueller? Hello. Oh, yeah, Sharon, I got that. It is. And OPR when you're not busy with a bunch of other crazy things, with like family and a bunch of other things. I made a video about an hour long about all the different jerseys that I have, as well as short sample size of my sports shirts and stuff. and there's some other ones to come. So if you want to check that video out, that you are more than happy to do so, because there's a lot of fun stuff in there for you to see. No, for real though, OPR, that he was my OG. He's my dude. And there's some also interesting ones, because I have a story that goes with special significance to just about every article of clothing that I have. Oh my gosh, V, yes. When I was in LA just back in December, because unfortunately the Lakers were out of town, so I saw the Clippers. Meh. Saw Damian Lillard for Portland and a bunch of others. Anyway, besides the point, yes, I did. Is it open now? I don't know if it was open back in December, but I saw it. I definitely did. Was like, yes. Oh, I didn't know until a week ago. Well, I'd be the person. Dame is the man. Dude, I have OPR just between you and me. We can say it in PMs too, but I have a soft spot for Dame. I have a soft spot for a lot of people, actually. But none is bigger than Kobe Bryant, though. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, if I ever met Kobe Bryant or whatever, I would literally, like, that would be the tip of the iceberg, and I would literally, like, not feel the need to meet any other celebrities. Like, if I did, fine, but I can't top Kobe. Not even Jordan. Jordan, sure, I would cry. No, I would faint on the spot. If you guys didn't know, my cousins actually used to go to the same school as Kobe's two daughters in the mid-2000s, yeah. They're out in Orange County, so. And fun fact, where I was born, Newport Beach, for all the Californians watching this video, you would know that Newport Beach is a hotbed for celebs, and Kobe's just one of them. In fact, we have friends that live out there, and they annually, every now and then, run into Kobe at Chipotle, just randomly. So it's really cool. Hey, Caroline Wilcox, what's going on? How's my Anthony Davis friend? Yes, I have Canadian friends. I have a monorail friend. You all are my friends, but I just have a special. You're like, some of you are like, Cam, you're my special buddy on a personal level, and then you got my sports friends. But Caroline Wilcox is my Anthony Davis friend, largely because she brought him up. So I have a special connection with you guys in different variety of ways, but I try to be as equal, and I don't favor one over the other. But I have a real soft spot for kids, though, to be perfectly honest. Sacramento stand-up? Yeah, shout out to Sacktown. They're actually doing a lot better than my Lakers this year, and that's actually kind of depressing. But shout out to the Sacramento Kings fans who haven't sniffed the playoffs since 2006. So, yeah. Shout out to everyone, man. Shout out to all the positive, loving vibes. You feel me? Everyone, thank you for thumbsing it all the way up. And don't forget to also check out the other ones when you have the opportunity to do so, and you can leave some nice, helpful comments on the videos. You can do whatever. Yeah, I've been to Sacramento once, and that was when I was in – that's when I traveled from Oakland, the Oakland area, because I was in town for Super Bowl 50 between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. And fun fact for OPR, I was actually, the night before that Super Bowl, I was actually at the Warriors game the night before that game, which, funny enough, was also the very same season when they went 73-9. So I got to witness one of their 73 wins. But don't let this distract you that one of those 9 losses was against my LA Lakers. Everyone's town, show the love. Let's go. Big D, stand up. Dallas, but LA is my heart, though. I never forget my roots. What LeBron James is to Akron, Ohio is how I am to Los Angeles, California, more specifically Pasadena. A lot of fun times for those last 10 years. Speaking of which, my dad, for the ones who don't know, my dad and my brother are actually in LA right now. But my brother's on his college recruiting trip. And for the ones who don't know, he's what I am to sports and a bunch of other things. He's really big into movies, he's big into film. And he actually played a good part in he's teaching me editing stuff. So I owe shout out to my brother Peter, by the way. He's a big deal in his own right. But he's, I don't know, looking at maybe USC. Like he's looking at schools that have great film programs. So if he gets accepted into one of those schools, so that would be good. And then I can come out to California more often. Or it would be much easier compared to begging my dad to. It would just be an easier connection. You met LeBron James. I actually, funny enough, OPR, and I'm sorry for all these sports fans going off on a tangent or a sports tangent. It happens sometimes. But OPR, I actually was watching this. It was like this mini short film about like this 9-year-old girl who's supposedly a basketball prodigy in the making. And I think she's like from Louisiana or something. And she met, I think it was at a Pelicans game in New Orleans. And she, like, apparently she got her jersey signed by LeBron like games before, like on a whatever day. And then when they met up back up in New Orleans, it must have been. And so anyway, she got to see LeBron, and then they locked eyes, and LeBron showed the love, and then she was like, LeBron, do you remember me? And he was like, actually, yeah. So yeah, LeBron's a cool dude. He's a really cool dude. And hopefully we will make the Lakers great again come the off season. But I don't think postseason's gonna happen this year. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Mia. He's not. I am real. Also fun. Sorry, I put my hand over the camera again. For the ones who don't know, I'm like the only genuine LeBron can feel. Just like Beyonce, am I right? Oh, B. Oh, in Orlando, I was on the floor. That's awesome, dude. That's really awesome, OPR. Yeah, I would love to meet LeBron. In fact, OPR, I don't know if you also just catch I think this was. You guys can check the archives for facts, but I think it was 3 videos ago. So it was 2 Baxman series episodes, and like it was that video. It's titled Mavs versus Rockets. National anthem starting lineups. I was at the Mavs Rockets game a couple of days ago where we lost by a point, and not going to say just for my dad's safety, but with the privilege of doing things through my dad's work, we are connected with a lot of big time people around. And yes, I knew that, OPR. That's really awesome. But anyway, so through the privilege, and I don't take this for granted because it's not going to last forever. So the best I can do is just be humble and share my experiences. And who knows, it could happen to you guys someday. But through the power of my dad's opportunities, we have a lot of open access to a lot of things. And that includes, there are specifically NBA guys that are of high caliber that his COO is linked to, because a lot of people that aren't, some of you who don't know, for a lot of basketball players, especially a great example of this is Stephen Curry, they are very linked to golf as a second option for them, which is kind of like a hobby. And so one of the biggest guys that's really that we're linked to is multiple time All-Star Chris Paul. And so funny enough, my dad's person was actually at the game. Little did we know, and he was hanging out with reigning MVP and runner-up MVP the year before that, James Harden. And so, brief story is, bottom line, I could have met James Harden and Chris Paul, and it didn't happen. But one day, it could happen. Man can dream. It's all good. But yeah, I want to meet, like, my ultimate, like, one of the, that's not sports linked or whatever, probably Ariana Grande is probably the number one person I would want to meet. It's more than just beyond her looks. Okay, maybe her looks does have something to do with it. I can't help it. But she has been, her music alone and just her overall positive spirit has been such a heavy impact in my life, especially through depressing hard times and everything. And she's just, and I've never even been to any of her shows or anything like that. So hopefully my guess is either for my birthday or on another day that I could go see her in concert. Oh man, but she's a couple years younger. Hey, I'm Pete Davidson. Sorry, that's what the trolls say all the time. I've had like 4 or 5 different accounts saying, "Hey, I'm Pete Davidson. Hey, I'm Pete Davidson." No, I'm not. Never heard that one before, but it's okay. But yeah, she's just so awesome. She really is, and she's just, I know she's had her moments, whatever, that we don't even, with kids around, we don't even need to discuss that. But I think deep down, she is, from what I know, and I don't know her personally or the people that are associated with her, but from what I can tell, compared to like Adam Levine, just, this is no offense to Adam Levine fans, but compared to other celebrities out there, I think she's one of the few and far rare celebrities that are genuine, humble, great people that like respect their fans. And like she gives her fan, like, how often do you see people give fans hugs and everything, like of high caliber? Like Ariana is actually one of those few people that do that. Like, sing their fans happy birthday and a bunch of other things. It's just really sweet. They don't have to do that, but it's just a whole respect thing, and it's really great that I really admire celebrities who really care about their fans and about that. Yeah, that we may never know the whole dealio about that. That, I don't know. As an RNator, that's going to trigger me a lot, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? We're only left for opinions, you know? I have my opinions. You guys have yours, I'm sure, about that situation, but I hope we can respect our. No, I know. I'm just getting triggered. I'm just getting triggered just thinking about that incident, to be honest. And now you guys are gonna go off on a don't eat like the donuts or whatever. All right, let's try and Oh man, now we're on a donut tangent. Everyone that is watching in silence probably you're like, Baxter, see what you did. Now we have donut flying. I have a brookie on the table that is calling my name. Oh my goodness. You guys are on that donut life now. Oh my gosh. You're making me feel a jelly because I can't have donuts. And I don't really, and I'm sorry, I'm probably going to get a dislike for this, but I really don't like donuts, to be honest with you. I'm very specific about my sweet tooth. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts is very New England, though, if anything. Yeah. So that's all great. And oh, no to Duncan? No to Duncan, Mia? Oh, sheesh. Are we going to talk about donuts for like the next hour? I mean, I'm all about having a good time, but I didn't want to talk about donuts for the next hour. Or just, this is really, really fun, you guys. We're all, wait, why? Why? Because I don't like them? Uh, I'm just being honest. What can I, what else can I like to, uh, I'm just so even if I did like them, I can't have them because I'm gluten free. Even if I did, and I'm not. Oh, okay. No, I know you were. I was playing along with you, just like with the kids back home. I'm playing along with you. It's what I gotta do. Oh my gosh. Yes, it means fire, Robert. Yes, of course it does. Did you guys enjoy that Backstreet Boys um, karaoke last night? Oh my gosh. You guys are so funny. Oh man, I love you. I love you. Man, I just can't believe that. I don't mean to not think about it. I can't believe that happened earlier. Oh, but look at this, you guys. So I was on my way to Party City. I don't know if you guys can tell. This was me on the tollway, backed up in traffic, but if you can tell way out in the distance right there, that is actually downtown Dallas. And I don't know if you guys can see it. That little ball right there is actually the world famous. I don't know about world famous, but at least it's an icon here. That's the legendary Reunion Tower that lights up at night. And also, fun fact for Orlando Parks Rover, especially because you've probably watched way more basketball than I am. Reunion Tower is actually right below it, is where the old Reunion Arena used to be, which is the previous old home of the Dallas Mavericks, from where they played in the 80s, the 90s, all the way up until the current arena, the American Airlines Center, was built in 2001, and is one of the most premier, not only in my opinion, NBA arenas that I have been to, but also just in North Texas. It's one of the ideal like concert spots and hockey stuff and a bunch of other fun venues to check out in the North Texas area. Yeah. No, this is Patrick. Yeah, for real. I do too, OPR. I do too. I'm a Mavs fan second. It doesn't even my love for the and as you can see, Sprite in the background right there, making a little cameo, trying to get in the way of my stream. Yes. And I don't know if you could tell if you've had time to watch the earlier ones. Sprite has made a few cameos on the. I think you meant an instrument, but no, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either. Is this the Krusty Krab? I know I read that twice. No, this is Patrick. Is this the Krusty? Why do I keep reading Jack's comment for the third time in a row? No, this is Patrick. I am not a Krusty Krab. Patrick, I think that's the name of the restaurant. Oh, Taurus. The Bobble Band. Oh my gosh, yes. Don't let this distract you from the fact that the Super Bowl halftime, where was Sweet Victory? Failed. Failed. Ah, the Seahawks has returned. Hello. Hello, Jonathan. Nice to see you. Hot chocolate lava cake with vanilla ice cream. Ooh. I mean, if it's gluten free, then It doesn't. I swear they're at a Raiders game in that episode. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh Lord. As long as it's gluten free, it's fine for me. Like I'm not casein, I'm not soy, I'm not anything else for the others. It's just gluten that I can't have. It just wreaks havoc on my brain. The one dude's oh, I know, for real. It reminds me of that crazy robotic super fan from the Philadelphia Eagles, except that's in green and white. But yeah. Ooh, Checkers. I heard you talking about Checkers in Genevieve's stream. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Sorry about that. I was talking to my mother. Yes, I overheard you talking about Checkers. And for some reason, when you were mentioning Checkers, I was randomly bringing up. Oh gosh. Oh no, Charlie's Philly Steaks. Have you guys ever heard of Charlie's Philly Steaks? It's like a Philly cheesesteak place that's really, really awesome. Which before I went back on gluten free again, I really, really loved that. Yes, I had burgers earlier today. Yeah, Charlie's is awesome. What I do OPR is when I back when I was at college in Leesburg, an hour away from Disney and stuff, I used to head up to the food court up at the Florida Mall in Orlando, which I'm pretty sure you know where that is. But anyway, and I would get like two humongous because I'm a big guy and I'm just lean. So I had two of those, and I had just regular meat and mayo, which is not the greatest combo in the world, I know, but it was delicious. I can't lie. It was delicious. There's actually, for random viewers that are watching in Philadelphia, there's actually, if you guys have been to the Philadelphia Dave & Buster's by chance, there is a Philly cheesesteak hamburger actually option, which is a concession that they have, and it's pretty delicious. Yeah, it's pretty great, V. You should definitely go check it out when you can. I'm just so happy to see OPR in here because I have missed OPR for a long time. Everybody check out OPR is like Bread Orlando based, so similar to Jen, and they hang out all the time. Okay, I'm being sarcastic a little bit, but he does live streams from Disney as well. On top of, for some of you Universal fans out there, he heads out there and he does a lot of interesting stuff too. I would recommend you guys take out a peek at Orlando Parks Rover's chance when you have the chance. Yeah, OPR, there's some things I need to talk about with you as well. Not that anybody needs to know. Anyway, yeah, OPR, I can't speak for ODA and I can't speak for the others, at least in the Ohana community, but I can't speak for even my Team Backs community as well. But I, on a deeper level, have missed you terribly, dude. But I know you're hanging out with Todd, and I know you're hanging out with Jen, and you're letting the good times roll, my man. I was thinking a lot about you when you were going through some personal situations, but I just hope you feel a lot better soon now, and I hope you're in a much better place, because I was thinking about you. Sorry, guys. Does anybody want 6 cents or get their 6 cents, 2 cents in? That's my change for when I went to the store earlier for buying balloons and stuff. Okay. So what's another? I had a question for the people, and now I don't know what that question was. It'll come back to me. Let's see. What time is it? It's 9:11. Yeah, I'm happy for you, dude. I really am. A lot of people get the wrong idea, and I can't wait to spend time with you personally. Hope in Orlando at the parks or wherever, Hopefully I this is for you, but in case for the ones who didn't know, I don't know exactly when that's going to be, and hopefully it is soon, because I only have until the 26th before I head back to school, and then I don't get off for summer until like early May. But I am planning on going to see D Wade in Miami, or at least just to have the opportunity to say I saw Dwayne Wade one last time before he retired, who also has had a big impact on my life from an athlete growing up, and also just as a great humble person overall. And then if there's time, if we can squeeze Central Florida in there, I will definitely throw Disney into the equation. But the main reason I'm heading back to Florida on short notice is mainly to go to Miami. Also because I've never been to Miami personally. I was in the Miami airport back in not this past February, but February of last year, when I went to see the Super Bowl, but the other Super Bowl where the Philadelphia Eagles won their first Super Bowl. Yeah, that was not a great day to be a Pats fan. The Super Bowl was great, not the outcome of the Super Bowl, though. But it's okay, because I finally got to see my team live in person. If you guys haven't gotten a chance to go see those Super Bowl videos from the Baxman's perspective, you guys should definitely go check those out. Also, on a much deeper, powerful moment in American history, I had a great opportunity to go visit the old Baptist church where Dr. King used to minister at, and it's right around the corner from where he and his wife were laid to rest. So you guys I did a brief stream about that, and then there was this guy who did a reenactment of his famous "I Had a Dream" speech in DC. So you guys should definitely go check out that video as well. And fun fact for OPR, spoiler, right behind the guy who actually, he reenacts these all the time. Like, he's like an MLK historian. Like, he does this almost like 6-7 times a day. So it's pretty much lodged into his head. He's done it forever. Fun fact, there is a green curtain that appears briefly behind the dude. And that's not just any green curtain, mind you. That green curtain behind a roped off area is actually, true story, where baby Martin Luther King was baptized. Yes, he was actually baptized in that. So it's now the old church is right across from the new one. It pretty much just serves as a museum and everything else. And so there's a lot of interesting moments that happened in that church, as well as upstairs there is a little church-like service room. Oh, I'm lagging a little bit? Okay, hold on. Let's move in here. Is that better? Are we okay? Are we okay? Coming, if that's cool, yeah. It should be fine. I got to talk to my dad. Are we backs again? Give me a thumbs up if we're good. Are we all right? I'm going to continue the thing. Okay, good. So what I was saying, if OPR is still here, if others are still here, for the ones who don't know, upstairs in the little church room area, there is a clock on the wall that specifically, I believe, says 10:30. And there's a special significance. And that clock stays at 10:30 all the time. And the special significance behind the reasoning behind that is actually, crazy or not, that serves as the time. I can't remember the day and the year, but that serves as the time when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s funeral began on that moment. So as a sign of respect and memory, the clock stays there. And also, some of you have probably already told this, but maybe for some of the ones watching in silence. Also, the history serves as, some of you know who are very big into history or even bigger into Dr. Martin Luther King's life. Throughout his family history at that church, they go way back as far as being the minister. I think his great granddad was the minister, and then I think he was the minister, his dad was the minister. Like, there's a long history of like giving back and like doing service. And the Kings were very, very respected for this by a lot of people, especially in the South, especially the inner South. Hey, Bulldog! I'm telling a pretty significant story or whatever for the ones who haven't heard it. So there was a moment, I can't remember the year, and when I get the year, maybe I can put it, you guys can look it up if you're interested. But there was a moment where it was just like any other Sunday. So the Kings and everybody, they were having their church service that morning. The choir was singing, and Dr. King's mom, I believe, I think MLK was long gone by this point. And so there was a man who walked into the church. He was a pretty young guy. I would say he was probably in his early mid-20s. And he came, and so you had the pew, right? You had the people sitting, and then you had the Kings up in the front row. I think you had Dr. King's family, and then of course you had the brothers, the kids, the whole shebang. Hey Cam, what's up, buddy? It's good to see you. So anyway, the man walks up, and so he asks, where's the King family sitting? And so he goes up to the front, and so he points out, where is so and so, and so he gets pointed out to her. This was actually Dr. King's mother, I believe, and keep in mind the service is still going on, and she's playing the organ, and so the young guy goes up, and he's a little irritable. He's not, spoiler, he's not all there. So he gets up on the stage in front of while the service is still going on, and he looks out into the audience, and he says something along the lines of, "Ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking this service over." And unfortunately, he reaches into his pocket, and he takes out, I think it was a revolver. He aimed, and sadly, tragedy strikes and shoots the mom while playing the organ, and she died. As well as other people, I believe a couple others were injured, and then I think there were 2 or 3 other casualties of the sort. But in special, and it was revealed that that guy actually had serious chronic mental health issues, and he got thrown in jail. So the special significance is that organ, not a replica of not just where it stood, but that same organ that Mama King was playing that unfortunate day, or that bright day that turned tragedy, that same organ is on display today. The same organ she was playing when she died on the spot. I just thought that would be an interesting little area of history. And so there's a reflecting pool for you guys should definitely, it was a brief 6-minute stream, but I wanted to take you guys along for the ride. Yeah, it really was. He fought a lot against injustice, and you guys should check those videos out. Maybe one of the moderators can put access to it in the chat so that you guys can have easy access to it. But I recommend, if you guys are stopping by in Atlanta, it's really an awesome piece of not only, I think, Atlanta history that's really tourist-like, but I think also it's a very deep part of American history as well. And I would definitely, and although it's not in the greatest part of town, it's definitely a must-see. I would recommend it. And I think as far as what we're dealing with in a society today, although we've made a lot of progress with some of the tension going on, MLK would not be happy, I personally believe, with a lot of things that are going on today. But that's beside the point. Or maybe it's not, but that's what I just feel. But we definitely have come a long way. Hi, Amanda. How are you, Lucky Minute family? Hello to your family, your children, or child, rather. Do you have more than one children? Hello. It's nice to see you guys. Happy Thursday indeed. You missed the grape moment. The grapes have returned back to stream, and I got balloons earlier in the day. Just wanted to throw that out there because it's the Baxman, and that's what I do. But yeah, Amanda, you can rewatch the last several minutes on your own time when you can. But we just had a very powerful moment about my outside of all the Super Bowl stuff that happened. I was getting into a very brief, not quite Cliff Notes, but to my level of detail, we were talking about my visit to the old Baptist church, Ebenezer Baptist Church, the old one that now serves as a museum, where the late Dr. King and a lot of the King family used to be ministers at. And now the new church is right across from the old one, which has been around roughly as long as I've been alive, about 99. And so it's a great piece of history. And then right around the corner from there is the internal flame for Dr. King, as well as where he was laid to rest. And then straight on from the reflecting pool. Yeah. Oh yeah, you did. So yeah, I was just talking about interesting stories in the museum, for sure, about the significance of a few other things besides the famous speech. And in case I'm just going to reiterate this just one more time. Behind the green curtain from the guy who does the reenactment of what, just for the kids out there, that's how Dr. King actually sounds. Like in the way that he did the speech, that's exactly what Dr. King sounded like at the time. And right behind him is a little green curtain where, dating way back in the day, is where Dr. King was baptized as an infant. So I just thought that is a very nice fact to know. Thank you guys so much for showing the support on the stream tonight. I really do appreciate it. Oh, wait a minute. It's about an hour now. We're going to go back upstairs just for a brief minute because compared to my earlier vlogs and fun times, I showed these quite a bit, at least in the old house, but haven't really shown them on the new one all too much. Well, actually I have, but bear with me if we go through some lag, guys. Hold on. Bam. Nailed it on the forehead. Okay. We are just chilling in the room. In the Blues Clues room. What? This isn't Blues Clues, Baxter. I'm going off the deep end again. It's a vlog. It happens. And there's my trusty bear over there. Hello, sir. Yeah, it was an awesome day. Although, craziness happened in other places that we can't control. At least those overlooked the negative that happened in other places, I'm just so grateful to have the Ohana community, and I'm just happy to have as many people as I positive. Sorry, I'm mumbling and I'm stammering because I'm just so grateful. I am super grateful for the Ohana community, this community, any other really community out there that has especially shown respect to me, as well as the people I just met. It's really, really awesome and a blessing to be able to do what I can do, because I know there are probably a great number of people watching out there that have not had that may not ever come close to the amount of success, even 1% of the success that I've had. So I really want to at least maybe not completely fix it all right away, but at least to maybe for some people to get started on a road for the best later on in life, whether that happens at the end of their lives, a couple weeks. Like I said in the other stream, you have to trust, I think it was 2 streams ago, you got to trust the Team Backs process, which was the title of the episode. This whole process of us doing content, you guys, and spreading love and a bunch of other things, this is not going to happen overnight. This is going to be a process that we're going to have to keep grinding on and keep working on. And we're going to just do this. And as I said in the trailer, we're going to be doing this for a long time. I don't know how long exactly, but we're going to be doing it for a really, really long time into the future. I have really, really high hopes for you guys as an audience supporting. And I'm really personally excited myself. And I feel like in the early stages, of course, as expected, we went through a lot of ups and downs and a lot of craziness, of course. But I think, in my personal opinion, there's been a lot more positive than negative. But of course, my grandmother taught me a really humble lesson, and how this gets interpreted elsewhere, I can't help. But I want to share with you guys a really helpful tip. Even though, she's not really, I'm not going to say she's not high tech, she does email and stuff, but maybe she doesn't know as much about live streams, and that's perfectly fine. But she said, when making a video or making these other things, especially, you're going to have, when about 10% are haters, and this is again, not against any channel in particular. I'm just talking about it at hand when you're thinking of a situation. When 10% is roughly the hate and the ones that are going to go after you, but you have that 90% that's supporting you and you're like, Bax, you got this. You know what I'm saying? Team Bax, stand up. Oh, happened again. But you know what I'm saying? You're normally doing a really great thing in life when only 1/10 is not. But that's just, the price when it comes to live streaming, and that's just how it's going to be.
you're going to just, and this is not just from an internet perspective. For the kids that are watching, you guys are just going to run into people, unfortunately, in life that are going to want to tear you down, that are going to want to break you. And I'm not going to lie, there have been moments on camera which I'm not afraid of admitting, which if I had to do it over again, I would cry again, because I personally, sometimes I believe in getting emotions out. And I'm not afraid to admit that. Hello, James. Hey, everyone, go show my love to my buddy James. He's a really special buddy of mine. He's still pretty new to the Team Backs community, but he's done a really, really great job supporting. So I want everyone to make sure, not only for James, but also I want everybody in here to feel as safe and comfortable as possible, if that makes sense. I can't help everyone in their situations, but if I'm helping the majority, or at least getting a decent number of people on the road to helpful tips, helpful advice, I feel like I'm doing my job. Like the New England Patriots, I feel like I'm doing my job of doing the right thing because it's the right thing. But also, I can't, hold on. It was in my head for a second, but now it stepped away. What was I then say? Oh gosh, my brain just cramped out. But I can't help. Like I said, you can't help exactly what other people are going to say or do. Sure, while it may be unfortunate, the only thing and believe me, what I try to preach on here, I actually try to take account into my own life as well. The only thing that we have to fear, I've said this a couple of times, and I don't mean to, shout out to Franklin Delano Roosevelt, by the way, not to bring politics into this, but one of his great quotes was, all we have to fear is fear itself. I can't worry about what other people say or do. But again, I believe that the community should branch together, and sure, we're not going to have a more perfect world. The online can be and life as a whole can be a very, very cruel place. But I think little by little, in our own special way, I think as long as we all are banding together, I think we can make a really, really big positive difference. And how we may do that exactly, that for some, that may still be in the cards, a working process, like, because you have to trust the Team Backs process, right? Oh, okay, Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Thank you, my dude. I'm going to try not to cry, okay? But I got you, man. I really can't. I'm really, really hyped to see some of you guys in real life, because you guys, I know I say this all the time, but like, you guys really, really help me out more than you think. Like, you really, really do. Like, I don't know how else to say it that hasn't already been said. It's just, I'm more, mostly from, this perspective and this other perspective, I'm more emotionally, mainly because I don't have other than basketball and like my family, of course, I don't really mainly at school and a bunch of other things. Like, you guys are the reason, or the main people like I chat with almost on the daily now. And it's really, really awesome. So even if it's for like 2-3 hours a day or every other day, I can forget about my loneliness. I can forget about isolation. I can forget about a lot of things that are going on in my life. But I am really, really grateful but even more grateful, not that I'm just hanging out with you, the fact that I could potentially do what I believe. And again, this is not for the people that aren't as religious, but I personally believe God put me here to make a difference in people's lives, especially that cannot help themselves. And once I know, and I know I've done that for quite a number of people in my life already, even long before I've known you, but I know someday, and it may not happen right, it's not going to happen right away. It may happen right before I die even, but I know one of these days God is going to reward me, and he's going to bless me with great things. And once I know, all I just have to say is I'm really, really excited because life is really, really troubling right now. It could be economically, politically, like a bunch of other things, right? But if we can all just, maybe sometimes, even if we're just randomly talking about donuts, that's a lot simpler than fighting with each other and talking about ganging up on this person and plotting against this person, or like evil, like plots and like war and all those other things. This is just an opportunity, as well as not a right, but a privilege, to be able to, even if it's just for a brief millisecond, that you're coming in and saying, hey, Bax, I gotta go, but I just wanted you to know I got your back. And just your presence in here is the reason I keep wanting to do it. Like there have been moments where, even for the ones off camera can relate, I'm sure, there have been moments where I've really, really, really felt dark and like depressed and a bunch of other things. But then I think about my Team Bax family, especially like my buddy Cam, and especially those who have like learning challenges and like special needs and a bunch of other things, and how much I impact their life in such a positive, happy way. And that's the reason I go from, I don't know if I really want to stream tonight, or a bunch of other things, because other people are bringing me down and a bunch of other things. And then I think of people like Cam, I think of people like James, and then I think, and it's a deeper meaning. And so I said, well, my life, and this is not a knock against, because I know there are people out there that are actually really, really struggling out there. And we all struggle in a variety of different ways. But the fact that the power of Team Bax as a whole, the power of life as a whole, the power of the YouTube community, the power of a bunch of things, is that I can make a difference. And that far overrules anything, even if it's brief. I can just forget about it, and my focus is making as many people as happy as possible. Whether it be through happiness of tears, through hugs, through balloons, through whatever. If I know I'm making a difference in someone's life, even when my life may not be the greatest, I know I'm really doing a really awesome job, I think. I know I'm not the most perfect human being in the world either, and I don't personally believe anybody is even perfect. I think we all have, whether it be positive or negative, I think we all have different ideas and opinions as well. But also, at the end of the day, I'm a big believer in not just the idea of it, but also going through with it. I personally believe that opinions should be respected. Although in the whole time that we've been together, even far beyond content and the far you guys know me, I'm sure there have been some things that I've said, or before you guys really knew me up to this point, that you've probably have, whether you thought about it or not, and you've thought about it and interpreted it a little differently. And it's okay if to be honest about this. And it's fine if you understood me from the beginning. I respect that too. And then we come to where we are now, and we've come a long way in 6 months, almost, that we've been around. Thank you, Amanda. I personally believe that the fact that you told me that just now really inspires me to, even when I say I'm taking a break, and believe me, breaks are good and contents are great. I'm going to find the balance somewhere. But even when I say on streams or whatever that I'm going to be taking a break and a bunch of other things, I still stream the next day because I care that much. And sometimes it's not only just about content that I want to present and entertain, but it's also about just sometimes I just randomly start these streams just randomly just because I desperately on a deeper connection just want to hang out that much. And I know you guys have lives, you have kids, which you should definitely take care of your kids first and prioritize that over me first and foremost. But the fact that you guys can click on and do what you guys do, it's really, really a blessing. I really cannot. Oh man, my allergies are gonna act up and my tears are gonna come out again. Yeah, thank you, V. I don't really. I try to let my action, and maybe when you guys meet me one of these days, you can see it, even if it's for that moment before it can even happen. A more frequent thing as you get to know me years on down the road. I try to let my actions speak for themselves, and while that may be hard at times, I'll be willing to admit the least I can do is I can work my hind end off and at least get somewhere. And as long as I'm doing my best and then even over exceeding past my best sometimes and pushing myself, I think that's what I'm really trying to do and accomplish. But I can't speak for other people. I think the best thing that I can do is I can keep doing what I have been doing. But it's also impossible to ignore the other stuff that happens, but it's not my primary focus. It never really was, even during the brief struggle moments. And I'm not going to lie. When I had my hiatus, when I took a few days off or almost a week off, especially for some of you that can relate and saw messages and a bunch of other things, even when I said I wasn't going to talk, it was rough for me. It was extremely rough being away. And I personally, even after I ended that stream, I wanted to start up again, but just from a safety standpoint and a bunch of other things, I just couldn't. Because at the end of the day, as much as you guys are my number one priority, as much as some of these kids watching, or I want to make them feel safe, at least from what I can control in this moment, that's my biggest thing that I want to do. And everything else we can just tackle later at some point. Because the truth of the matter is, we all just need to branch, come together, and we need to look after each other. And I know we say this a lot, but sorry, I'm having brief pauses in between because it's like I'm trying to hold emotions back because it's really, really awesome. Because I'm trying to reach out to not only others, I'm mainly my biggest thing when I first came into doing this, I wanted to reach out to kids because I've been in situations before, as explained in an intentions video I made, and a bunch of other things from what you guys have come to learn. I've been around situations where there were kids in really, really bad shape, whether it be mentally or a bunch of other things, as well as, I was in boarding school in Utah, and there were moments where I would get care packages and, the annual Sports Illustrateds that I read and a bunch of other things, and clothes and a bunch of other things. And you know what? There were kids out there that either got limited stuff. I know quite a bit that literally almost got jack. Nothing. Nada. And then I also know at the time, kids even younger than my sister was at the time, that didn't have they besides their own personal demon battles, they didn't know who was going to take care of them. And they had the state take care of them. And it was around that point in my life, it really, that although there were a lot of those were seemed like such sad moments, and as well as there were just as many happy moments, if not more so sad moments. Those really built my character. And I was aware of situations like that way beforehand, but I was in that environment. It really built my character. I am a different person now. And although I'm not perfect, and I've still had struggle moments since I've been home from that boarding school experience as of 2014 on in May, prior to turning 15. And I've had a lot of things that have happened quite a bit since those last almost 5-6 years. But I will say this, I am a different person now. And of course, I think I was a young teenager. So even from that point, I was still maturing, but I am a different person also mentally now to some level than I was back then. I am in so much better shape now. And I owe all the people out in Utah all the success, not completely because I have to thank my parents as well. But that was probably the best decision to spend roughly almost 2 years in Utah. That was among probably the best decision my parents have ever made for me. Yes, I try to be a different person every day. I try to be the Baxman, And for silent viewers, it's an interesting thing is, how would I say this? So I know what I say is like, you guys can believe it, but like when I'm in real life, that's another thing, right? Well, for a lot of people out there, like especially for celebrities, you know what I mean? Their persona and how they portray, you get drawn into it. And then when you run into them in real life, what's one of the first things you think of? The persona, like what you see on TV or a bunch of other things, right? And then you find out the gal or whoever is a jerk. That's the nature. But I'm not saying all people are like that. There are just, I would think there are more sweet people out there like that than there are jerks. You know what I mean? That's the nature of celebrity business. I'm not saying I'm one, but I have been through a lot. And so I don't the least I can do is give back as much as I can. And I am dead for sure serious. I always make sure I have, although I mainly spend it on balloons and stuff, but that's beside the point. If you guys were at Disney with me, if you were, we could even have the cameras off. We could have a bunch of other things. And whatever you guys tell the others is your business and your business only of how you interpret it. But I will genuinely like throw my money out. I would spend it on you guys. I would. You guys, of course I got to talk to my dad, but with the okay, even if it's for like 10 minutes and a ride or two or wherever, you guys are more than happy to hang out with me. And I will look after you. Yeah, Tony, I went there earlier. Sorry, Tony, I haven't been showing you love a little bit tonight, but I've just been, when I get caught up in motivational, inspirational things like that, my veins get pumping, like I get fired up, like let's go. Like I get fired up and I'm just like, yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll. And once I get going, I can just ramble on, as some of these streams have proven. When I get stuck on it, I can just go. But I want to keep the chat flowing, and I want to have you guys. Yeah, I did too. I had a green one, but I lost it, unfortunately. But there's always tomorrow. Yeah, James, I'll be happy to hang out with you too, bro. Any of you, I would be. And with your consent, of course, if you guys, you guys are more than happy to say hi to the chat. You guys are say hello to the world, but also I understand if you want to also not be on camera too, that's perfectly fine as well. And even if you accidentally get in the shot, I know how to blur faces and I know how to do all that kind of jazz. As well as I especially respect it if you want to keep your children safe away from the world as well, because the internet is a very cruel place. I know that from experience. There were some moments that happened earlier today even, and I'm going through a lot, but that's beside the point. The main point I'm trying to say is, but also if you guys at the same time want your kids to meet me and a bunch of other things, I am more than happy to meet them as well, because if you got to know any of my family, I would have a really soft spot for kids. Okay, maybe my mom more so, because she birthed 3 of them, but I have a real genuine soft spot for kids. I get along with little kids more often so than my own siblings at times, but I think that's just the nature of life in itself. Oh, thanks, James. I appreciate that. You guys don't have to exactly spend money on me to like show your love and appreciation for me. And I don't do that to just gain that. But I'm just telling you that's what I would do. That's one of, and even if it was not like that, then that's fine too. We can all just spend, as long as I'm having fun with you and I'm impacting your life positively. I went into the wrong little case. That's what's up. Hold on, guys. Okay, hold on. Okay. We're back. I'm back again. Oh, you leaving, Amanda? Thank you so much for laying the support for me. I really do appreciate it. You and your son, your family, you have a great night. Hey, Tommy. Hey, love. Aw, that's so sweet, Tommy. That's really awesome. I'm glad that you're having an outlet of awesome that you can associate yourself with to make you feel great. I'm really happy for you. Okay, James, no problem, man. So we're going to go for another 25 minutes, you guys, because we're going to go for 3 streams of 2 hours plus. But I had my moment where I preached, so I'm just kind of taking it back easy again. No problem. So what's going on, you guys? Oh, yeah. Amanda, I would be really ecstatic to be lay support for you and your family. Team Lucky, stand up. Team Lucky, rise up. I would be down. Everybody go check out the Up to the Lucky Minute. Nailed it. And you she's got some interesting stuff. Lately, she's been doing a lot of Pandora, like relaxing, calming music. That's really awesome. So you guys should go check her out. They were braiding my hair and sitting on me because they sure have a lot. Yeah. Yeah, the little kids have, if it's one thing about them, they have a lot of energy for sure. Oh man, I appreciate you more. Willis. I'm just kidding about the Willis, but I wasn't kidding about the other thing. So I'm trying to think. Oh, 7 and 8, those are great ages. Every age is unique. 7 and 8 is awesome. Baxter briefly flashes back to when he was 7 and 8. And it's not from the photos I showed you. So I'm just trying to think. What else can I? I'm gonna do a balloon outro for tonight when I do my "Let's go, let's go." I'm gonna do that and then stop the stream that way. But I want to keep going for another 20 minutes, at least. 20 minutes minimum. So, Tony, I know I haven't chatted with you as much lately, it seems like. But tell me what's going on, everybody. And shout out to the 4 people that are watching. Whether it be they're watching and in the chat, thank you. Or watching in silence, I appreciate your time with us. If you are new, I am Baxter Wild Burley, but just simply, I go by Bax, or the Baxman, works too, Baxter. And I am the Jedi Balloon Master. And I am very, very happy that you are watching me. And also, well, I should have taken, what's her face? Advice, LSU moms. Not talk with grapes in my mouth because I could choke. Okay, I'm going to take her advice. Thank you, LSU mom. Okay. So, I forgot. What was I saying before? I am happy that you guys are all watching me on a Thursday night here in Dallas. It's 10 o'clock. It's not that late. It's late, but it's not that late. But it's for the East Coast people, it is really late. It's not late for me. So tell me, my friends, let's keep the chat flowing and get my wave. So you guys are not just watching me eat. What else is going on? You guys got any questions or things going on in your life that you want to talk about? I want to keep it going because I want to not just ramble just to ramble. I want to ramble with good reason. Let's see who's it's just Tawny in here. Tawny, are you still here? Who else is here? We're chilling out. We're having a great time here in Dallas. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Couldn't have done it without you. Okay, Tony. Tony's still here. So tell me about your conference. Tony, how did that go? If you don't mind me asking. Because I know and secretly, Bay, you should check out the other videos that you missed. I hope you leave a like on them. Because I definitely put a ring on it, like Beyonce. I can't tell if you guys are doing this on purpose just to not keep the chat flowing and engaging, just to mess with me, or You're typing a really long message. I don't know. But I'm trying to think of. I wish I was at Disney though. I really wish I was at Disney because I don't have to worry about people not engaging. And if we were at Disney, we would just be actively engaging amongst ourselves, you know? Hold on, you guys. Let me. I'm texting somebody. Bam. We're just. Oh, hey, Joseph. What's going on, brother? How have you been, man? Yeah, I've been over the moon and okay. Confidence, good. Yeah, I understand where you're going. It was. I'm sure that can be frightening for sure. Hey, Seahawks. Seahawks? What's up, Monroe? Section leader. What's up, Jonathan? I'm doing Gucci, man. I'm just trying to think of some active stuff that we can talk about because I had my little inspirational moment that I rambled on for gosh knows how long. Jack Sandy Claus Logan, hello, sir. Space waffles? What? Oh my goodness. Space Monroe, could you Jonathan, could you leave the link down? Sandy Claus, I missed you, bro. I I missed you, bro. I miss everybody. I'm really excited to get to know meet you guys. And, oh, great! Now you guys are getting talked about on food again. I'm just surprised. An hour 45 in, a certain something hasn't been brought up yet, and I'm not going to plant any ideas into people's heads. It's not negative. It's positive. It might even get me low key triggered, but it hasn't been brought up yet, so I don't have to worry about it. But I just have a feeling it's going to come from Tony or Seahawks. Okay. What movie do you guys want to talk about? I'm open to, questions, comments, concerns. Oh, Seahawks. They're and yeah. Did you guys purposely wait for a minute 45 in? Just a minute 45 in. Yep. I shouldn't have not said it. I should have not said anything. But I feel like even if I didn't, it was gonna come anyway. You mean let's create building with tools? It makes no sense. I don't look at me being really specific. You're just patting snow with your hands. That's not building, it's creating. I'm building with a hammer. Yes, Joseph, it was. I knew it would. I knew it would. So, Jonathan and Bulldog, and shout out to my bro Christopher. What's been going on? What's been going on? How is everybody on that side of the fam? Great minds think alike. I agree. I agree 100%. And then some. I need to get a haircut. Oh, I need to get a haircut. There are probably people on the internet roasting my hair right now. I'm going to get a haircut, okay? When my dad gets back, I'm going to get a gosh dang haircut. Because word on the street at least around where I live, ladies like great guys with buzz cuts. At least in my part of town. I don't know about you guys, but that's just me. Plus, I like the buzz cut more anyway, and I feel like it's more of a Baxman thing, rocking the buzz. Dang, and my sideburns are all jagged up. I'm like Shaggy right now. So, oh no, it's the snowman army, the snow lady army too. They're all coming for me. Great. Now I got to worry about Sandy Claus behind me. I got to worry about sewing. I got to worry about crazy people in the community and in my real life. And now I got to worry about the snowmen and lady army after me. I can never get a break. And Groot. I forgot to mention Groot. They're on to me. One of these days, I'm just going to trip on a crack. I'm going to break my mom's back, and Groot will be on my tail before I know it. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for supporting the stream as well as supporting me. I value that more than just likes and dislikes. So, hey, James, welcome back. What was that? Did you guys hear that? I didn't hear it. I like guys with a little longer hair. Okay. Nice. I don't want it to be Jesus-like hair, though. I don't like beards. I don't like mustaches. I'm the biggest Kobe Bryant fan I know, but even he doesn't look great with the... Unless if this was 2001 and he had his afro, then that's another thing. But nowadays, in his 40s, Kobe, no. If Kobe's somehow watching this video, don't do it, bro. You gotta take it off. Yeah, Kobe's not watching this video. That would be nice. Everybody tweet this video to Kobe Bryant right now. I'm just kidding. Kobe's a businessman. And Mamba Zen meditation. He doesn't need it. I'll meet Kobe one of these days. Ooh, hair in a bun. My brother did that once. I didn't really like it. Hey, bald is beautiful. Just look at Ben Franklin. Bald is beautiful. Oh, did you guys, speaking of Ben Franklin, did you guys know that Ben Franklin wanted the national bird to be a turkey instead of the bald eagle? True story. It's a true story. Crazy. Of course, Sandy Claus knows everything. I'm just talking about Sandy Claus as a whole. He knows everything. So it wouldn't surprise me if some of you guys knew that. Is so-and-so live right now? I wonder. I wonder if... Oh, look at me. I'm just doing a double check. Who's here? I have never been to the Halloween party actually at Disneyland Anaheim, but I have. Excuse me. Sorry, LSU mom. I said I wouldn't do it. Well, grapes, but hold on. But I have in Orlando. Yeah, it's very fun. Sure. I prefer Christmas personally, but yeah, Joseph is live. Well, Seahawks. I'm gonna hold on. I gotta send this out real quick. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. Yeah, it is crazy during Christmas. I totally agree. Sure, Jack. I would love Sandy Claus. I would love for you to do that. I keep waiting for it. Even if I Hopefully I have some time tomorrow. Probably will, but you never know. But I at least will go down and give a like in all my liked video playlists. I'll add you. Leave a support. I think I already have in other videos, but if not, I definitely will. Hold on. Okay, I sent that. Bam. All right. Sorry, I'm texting my mom a lot these days. She's always concerned about me. You know how moms are, or dads, or guardians, whoever they take care of you. So, wow. Thanks, guys, for sticking around for a minute 53 seconds. For all the ones who stopped in briefly, and for the ones who stayed the whole time, either stopping very limited times or only once or twice. I appreciate it. And I know, but we're just doing a lot of Q&As. We can talk about just about anything, but we have to be appropriate though. Nothing disrespectful or something that could be interpreted as disrespectful, if that makes sense. Okay. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know why he's on to me. I don't know. I have to watch my back though every couple minutes. Anyway, my cousin said, "Oh, really, James? That's crazy, dude." Yeah, it's rough for sure. Everyone, thank you guys for thumbsing up stream and mods. Make sure to not be like other mods, but make sure to people look at the chat and they want to say thumbs it up. Don't just. I only say it very limited times, but I expect mods to be able to do that kind of thing because that's what mods do. I say it very limited every now and then. I don't say it every 10 minutes. I say it only at least at the most maybe 3 times in an hour 20 plus. So if that, hardly ever. Because I like to earn my subs legitimate. Don't care who saw that. Anyway, I thought I'd do before. Oh, he's the same age as me? Oh, wow. That's really crazy. But you got to have a lot of good mental things up in here. The military is not for everybody, of course, but for the ones that choose to make the service, I have a lot of respect for. And it's really cool. Well, that's true. I don't, unless people tell me, I don't really like to, well, especially for women, I don't like to ask women their age. It's kind of, personally for me, I think it's common sense it's just not polite. But if you guys don't mind telling me, then that's fine. Okay. I'm going to say early 30s. Am I hot or cold? I'm going to say early 30s, early to mid 30s. Like 35 top. Oh, I see. So it was like a discipline thing, I think, James. That makes sense. But it may be rough sometimes, but for a lot of people, it builds their character. That's a good thing. Oh, 35? Well, that's about the age you can run for president. So that's interesting. Let's see. We're at a minute 57. Let's talk about for 5, 10 more minutes, and then it's time for me to talk about some things with others in private that is none of your guys' concern for the people watching in silence. And just so you know, this is not anything negative. This is just for relationship purposes. But anyway, for the next 5, 10 minutes, let's just talk. I like it when the chat. I know you guys like to not chat for a while so that you can focus on me. But if I'm just like this at my house this late at night, I'm mostly, I have some rambling moments on, and I've done a lot of rambling lately, which maybe or maybe not sits over well with you guys as far as the length of it, but I want to be able to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions even when I'm in the middle of my inspirational like messages and a bunch of other things. I want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions because you guys have just about the same amount of voice as I do. And I'm not, I don't just say that. And then, take advantage. I'm literally saying it because I want to hear what your guys' I want to engage with you, like from a relationship, as if I've known you my whole life almost. But some of you, we don't, even though in my 6 months doing this. Oh, John, what's up? Hey, buddy, how are you? I've checked out some of your stuff. I guess you could see from my comments and stuff. The Baxman had to drop by and show support for my man, John. Everybody say hello to John. He's my good buddy from Pat's Nation. He does a lot of fun stuff too. We're like kids at heart. Everybody should go check him out. At least give him a peek. The least you can do is give him a peek. And then I'm going to leave the ball in your guys' court, whether you guys want to sub or not. But if I really, really believe that, I know for sure that there will be channels that take advantage of people and that are really genuine human beings, I would really recommend those type of people. So people like Our Disney Adventures, Disney Dan, Rob Fuzz, Mickey's Magic with Meg. And then of course there are people in my community as well. They're all great people. Everyone is great. Everyone has great stuff going on. We're just all different. There's nothing wrong with being different. Oh, the new Avengers. Yeah, Rob Fuzz I think it was Disney Dan, but Rob Fuzz was in the chat. They were just talking about the new Avengers, actually. I just stopped in briefly to give him a like and say, what's up? But it was a really big moment. Yeah, you guys should definitely go check out John Asagueda Vlogs. I know I butchered that. I apologize, bro. You guys should definitely go check him out. John is a very cool dude. I've never met him. Not yet, anyway, but he's a very awesome person from what I've seen. He's a really cool dude. I recommend you go check him out. You're a Warriors fan? Now about that. Yeah. I don't know about that. I'm just kidding. Yes, it is. Well, I'm like the main voice and the leader, the face of Team Backs, but I consider this really everybody's channel, really. I don't like to be arrogant. Even though it is technically mine, I don't like to misinterpret that in an arrogant stance because I like, oh, it was a joke. No, this is Patrick. That was brilliant. Well played. Samantha, what's up? You have 436. Congrats. Last time I checked, guys, we are at 193 members of the Team Backs family. So if you haven't done so, as well as check out some of my other vids, you guys should definitely, I mean, I'm going to leave it up to you, but you guys should definitely, I would sub to myself. Not that I try to gain subs just from sympathy. I believe in earning them through hard work and a bunch of other things. But I'm a pretty cool guy. I mean, I'm kind of a big deal. I've been through a lot in my life, as a lot of people have. And I'm a pretty cool guy once you get to know me. I don't know about 200 tonight. Maybe within the next 3 videos, hopefully we can get there. But when I checked a couple hours ago, it was at 193. It was at 194 when we gained like 14 subs just like 2 nights ago, but then it dropped down to 193, 192. And now back to 193 again. So thank you guys. Ooh, you want to get 500? I don't really have a set goal, but if I did, my goal would be probably by the end from December 31st, 2019 at midnight, so aka January 1st, 2020, I'm going to shoot for, if not 250 minimum, just under that. If we can get there. It's going to be a lot, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how far we can go. We're just starting out. We got a lot of things to learn still, but in the time that we've been having, it's really awesome. Hey, Samantha, so how have you been? I haven't seen you around a lot. You're probably doing something very, very important, though, I'm sure. But I'm very, very happy to see you in my wonderful environment, or our wonderful environment, rather. Yeah, 500, that would be a big one. It's when you get to 1,000, then it's like the expectations are like, but you just got to take it one video at a time. Once you're done with one stream, you got to move on to the next. Got to move it on. One of the biggest things I was excited about. Oh my gosh, the campfire song sung. That was a good episode. That was a really awesome episode. We're going into a little SpongeBob moment here. Oh, it's on TV right now? Nice. What a fun night it's been, you guys. There are some moments where we have a lot of people in the chat. You know, like at one point, I think the highest we've ever been for viewers is almost 30 at one point, which is crazy. We probably had like 25 one time. Or it popped in for 27 just briefly, and then it dropped back down, but that's okay. But usually annually, on average, we get about maybe 12, 15 on a great night. Oh man, Jack, I love hanging out with you guys, I think, more than you love hanging out with me. Oh, is that the person who was in there earlier? I think I know. I think it was Geek Me Out Girl. I think I saw her on Twitter, I think. Yeah. James, I think I know who you're talking about. I think I know exactly who you're talking about. Oh, and I'm sorry. Hey, James, James, hold on. I know this is a little bit of a shock to you. I didn't mean to delete your message. I'm just trying to protect you. You're not at fault. I know. I just didn't want to leave it up for people to see on the replay or right now for an opportunity for us to get taken advantage of. If that makes sense, James? I hope that makes sense, because we want to handle ourselves with class. We want to be the bigger man. We want to be the bigger person. And this is not against other communities, of course. I just am my dad is a firm believer in, the big moment, like standing up for what is right because it's right. But at the same time, we got to protect ourselves, and we just got to be careful with what we say. James, does that make sense? Does that make sense, James? I hope that makes sense. Guys in the chat, does that make sense? That was actually an accident. I did not mean to press the delete button, actually. That was a mistake. James, please do not get any hard feelings. It's not personal. It was just for your protection. Are there any other live streams going on right now? Is Jen still live? I think she's done. She's probably done. Oh no, she's still live? What? Oh my gosh, they're still live. Should I say hi? I'm not going to distract them. I'm just rewinding the stream a little bit. Maybe I can see some balloons or something. Let's see here. Ooh, they got up really close. All right, I'm not going to. Oh well. I'll look at that off stream. It's all good. Okay. Who's still with me in the chat? Who's with me? I just heard something. Who was that? Oh, hey, James. I don't know if you could tell earlier, or maybe you heard me just now, but I didn't mean to delete that. That was an accident, but I did. It was also not an accident because I just needed to protect you from the dangers of the world. Not that this is against anybody else. I'm just trying to protect you because I don't want people. I know that you've had situations in the past where, or probably throughout your life, where people have come after you, and in this environment especially, I do not want you to be made after, or as well as anybody out there. So it's not deleted. It's supposed to be hidden. What? Oh, okay. Maybe I just needed to do that. I don't know. It might be a little different on my end. Oh my gosh, my allergies are like itchy eyes, guys. Is anybody else going through like allergy struggle? Let me just. Oh man. Oh man. Oh God. I apologize, guys. I'm just getting really, really triggered. Why is this dude a moderator? I just don't understand, Joseph. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting really sidetracked. There's a person that was a part of us at one point, and there's a bunch of gossip that's going around about me that's not true. But my goal is to entertain you guys and to talk and to enjoy life, and we're not going to worry about that. So if you guys are still with me in the chat, maybe you guys have some questions for me, maybe about my day, or what I haven't already explained the last 2 hours. If you guys are excited to tell me something that happened in your life, we only got a couple more minutes, and then I have to resolve some things. So let's chat. Let's do this thing. Guys, still here? 6 people are watching me. Who's not chatting with me? Oh. What? Angela? Oh, I'm more entertaining than what's on TV? Well, I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. Angela's gonna pop in here, I think, at some point. I just saw something. Hey, Angela, what's going on? I saw the thing. I know you're watching me in silence right now, but hello, Angela. Shout out to Las Vegas, Nevada. It's nice to see you, love. Just enjoying. We just reached 15, everyone. Hey, Pirate Red, you're 2 hours and 12 minutes, and I'm just going to keep going just for a little bit, just because you're here. We had a great 2 hours plus for the third stream in a row. So we're doing a lot of. Oh man, I need to get a haircut. I need to do a lot of things. I got some itchy eyes going on, but it's not anything too bad. Thank you guys so much for the. Wow, that's long. Yeah, I've been missing the people. You know, I also miss a lot of other people that, haven't been back in a couple weeks, but they'll be back soon. Hey, Tawny, what's going on? Hey, everybody. Now we're cooking up with gas a little bit. I was gonna think about going into my outro, but we'll go for a couple more minutes because everybody's here and we're having positive fun up here. So I am actually, and I hope we don't get lag, but if it does, just be sure to refresh, and because this is going to be a part of the outro, which I haven't done since I was in the old house for quite a while. Hi, Pixie. I don't know if you guys can see. Pixie. Hi. Pixie, you want to say hi? Okay, I don't think Pixie wants me right now. All right, Pixie. We'll see you in the yonder. I don't think Pixie wants to say hi, guys. So you guys have seen the cats before in the background, so it's all good. And if you haven't, you guys should go check out the other videos. So Angela, I know we went on another trip, and that went well. Despite everything that's been going on, we like to focus on the love. Hey, Carters, welcome back. You guys are just in time for, I'm going to hang out for another 2 minutes, and then I'm going to go into that outro. That respective outro that we all love. This week has flown by. I can't believe tomorrow. Been here sort of. Yeah, just sort of. Thank you guys so much for all the support that you've laid down. And don't forget to make sure to share these on your social medias if you have any, or if you know anybody that have any. But more importantly, tell all your friends in your life. We're trying to get this message out to as many people as we can. I know I'm going to repeat that in the next less than a half a minute. I already know it. But I got to do what I got to do. Okay. Wonder Park this weekend. I'm seeing. Oh, is that a movie? I don't know. So that's why I'm asking. Is it a movie? Ooh, and Jen's still alive. I might go. No, it's actually 10:36. I gotta rest, and I gotta talk to other people. So I'm probably not gonna engage in chats anymore after tonight. Yeah, I really need to get a haircut. I'm just super shaggy. All the kids are telling me. Kids are probably the last 2 hours have been like, Bax, you need to get a haircut. I know, I'm going to. I just can't. Oh, it's like a play on theme parks. That sounds like an interesting movie. I might have to go check it out. I gotta go check it out. 7 people are in here. What is up? Hello, silent viewers. Hello, darlings. Hello. Edna Bax. And guests. Yeah, that was about 2 hours something late. It was about an hour 50 plus late. But it's a stream. It happens sometimes. Just another day in the life of Bax. But yeah, make sure you guys, this is actually if you haven't caught on by now, by episode 38, this is in a saga like Star Wars-esque format, even though it's not really Star Wars. It's my own twist. It's a hanging out with the Baxman. It's a series. It's a series with just one long season. Or I might cut it into season 2. Ooh, I just had an idea. If you guys have any ideas for episode requests from what you've already seen, I am thinking about new episode ideas. So if you guys have any, make sure to leave some in the comments at the end of this video. I made it in for a few. Well, you know what, Tina? That's perfect because we're almost just about to wrap it up. Sometimes I like to stick around for just a little more, just to see people that only usually hang in there for a couple minutes, because I know you guys got lives and a lot of other craziness. So, oh yes, everybody, Jack Sandy Claus is going to be in New York, and he plans to live stream. So if you could go show support, even if it's for like a millisecond, Sandy Claus will make sure to support Team Jack, because I'm all about representing other people. I don't mind you guys, of course, with my opinion, with my permission. You guys are free in this environment to help grow your channels out a little bit while our audience is still small. You just got to ask me first. And if I don't get around to it, then you can ask my mods. And the mods, I give you permission to ask me that. And then I will make the final declaration on that. So there you go. Oh, yeah. Still recovering from that San Francisco trip, eh? The Feo toy store is back open there. Yeah? Oh, really? That should be fun if you're hyped about that. Yeah, dental work. Oh, that's no fun. That's horrendous. Some of you guys are like, oh, dental work is so much fun. No, it's really not. Not for me, anyway. Yeah, New York. My mom is from New York, but the state. Yeah. Well, my friends, just another day at the Team Burley headquarters. And the headquarters of Team Bax, of course, which is my room. But I wanted to thank all of you for, even if you could only stop in for just a little bit. And for the ones who are watching in silence, don't despair or couldn't make it, unfortunately, with us tonight. Make sure to catch the replay of the videos. A lot of you guys have kids, I'm sure. You guys have jobs. You guys have this thing called, I don't know if you guys are aware of this. Some of you have these things called lives. And so it's all perfectly fine that you don't catch it, me all the time. You guys should definitely take care of yourselves, because that's what I would suggest anyway. Not that you needed my suggestion to do it, but I'm aware that a lot of people are going on. Oh, I like this quote from Tina. I'm going to just remember this in a random stream. Like, I don't know, like a year and a half from now. Disney store in New York is amazing. At least in 1999. I'm going to remember that one. It's just going to randomly appear. Like 18 months from now, it's just randomly going to come up. And I'm going to remember the quote. The Disney store in New York is amazing. At least it was in 99. Tina Hoyt, March 14th at 10:42, Dallas Standard Time. I'm getting real into it. I don't know. Okay, my friends. Well, you guys know that what time it is. Just saw it streamed recently. Oh, wow. All right, my friends. I am afraid. I know Fire Prince is right. Is like, Max, you didn't stick to the timeline. You said you were going to end with like 2:05. I know I got carried away. That was when you guys kept pouring in and showing the love. Anyway. Oh man, and I'm getting 9 viewers already. No, I gotta rest now. Anyway, if you got, I'm afraid that is all the time and the love. It was wonderful. It's always a blessing to be able to hang out with you guys as often as I can. No, Seahawks, it's not the time yet. I'm gonna give you guys the cue, and you guys will be ready. So make sure everyone. I think you guys know the routine, or at least you should. But for the new ones out there, if you haven't already done so, make sure wait. Is it down there? Maybe it's up there with my balloons. Maybe I don't know. Wherever the subscriber button is, I know it. I know it's hiding around here somewhere. I just gotta find it. But if you guys can find it before I do, make sure you push it, so that you can officially join the Team Backs Familia, as well as a like on this video. As if you really enjoy seeing my wonderful, charming, cute face. If you keep enjoying the content so that I can keep making more fun streams so we can all hang out together, as well as especially, this is very important. I want all the kids to lean in, especially when YouTube acts crazy. And believe me, YouTube is very crazy. YouTube can be wonky sometimes, but on the rare day, on a random Tuesday, when YouTube doesn't want to act up, make sure to lay the SmackDown, the John Cena SmackDown rather, shout out to wrestling fans, as well as my basketball fans, the Kobe Bryant poster dunk on the Liberty Bell, shout out to Philadelphia, Liberty Bell notification so that you guys do not miss any streams or any content, so that you guys can enjoy the fun and enjoy the love. Also, Liberty Bell notifications. I'm just proud to be an American, so USA and Canada and all the worlds, let's go! Anyway, my friends, with all due respect, with that being said, as goes the script, not that this is scripted. Everybody, Seahawks, you ready? This is Baxter Wild Burley, Wild with a silent E, Burley, Berle, not with a silent E. Milton Berle, lol. Anyway, I will see all of my beautiful friends. I hope everybody is having a great morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever time you're viewing this. And I will see everyone, all of my lovely friends and family, in the next one. And as always, God first, God bless, and don't forget to keep it Team Backs. Let's go! Let's go! Oh, wait a minute. And this has been a while since I've done this. I will see all my friends in the next video. Bye, everyone! Ah!